What's up, everyone? Welcome to a brand new episode of Behind the Dream Show. First of all, I want to take this opportunity and thank all the viewers who turn up every time and watch the episode of Behind the Dream Show, and also for all those lovely messages that motivate me to keep going and create this useful content. Thank you so much again. So, as always, today also we are going to introduce you to an amazing personality who is so influential, beautiful, and super fit. Nita, or the majority of people know her as FitwithNit. She started her fitness journey in 2015, and little did she know she not only changed her life completely but also influenced thousands of more people to live a fit lifestyle. Today, more than 90,000 people follow Nita on multiple social media platforms. She is a fitness ambassador of an international supplement brand, My Protein, and most importantly, she is so proud of her journey. From the overweight girl in severe depression to a confident fitness influencer. This is a story that will motivate you to change your life completely. And she also gave some great health tips that will help you lose your weight faster and build muscles at the same time. So you know the deal. Make sure you like, comment, share, and enjoy the episode. Welcome to Behind the Dream Show, Nita. So good to have you here. I'm really excited to have you on this show, and I guess not many people know, but we know each other for quite a long time. And over the years, I have learned a lot of things from you, and I really admire the way that you have followed your passion and created a successful career out of it. To start off the conversation, tell me, how did this whole fitness journey start for you?
I think they all started when I was in India. And one of my friend, actually, I was not into the fitness, and I would never thought that I will ever be in the gym as a first place. Me and we both decided, she asked me in fact that, okay, let's go and join the gym. And I was like, why you want to go to the gym? We can just do the workout at home, or maybe we can just, do yoga. Maybe, I don't know. I think it was just me trying to avoid not going. It just because, I don't know, I was not confident going to the gym. And why, I still don't know the answer. And then, okay, so I said, yes, let's go. Let's go and get the membership. And then that's what we did. We went to this nearby gym. We got the membership, and this was our first day. When this male trainer, he gave us this plan that, okay, this is your workout plan. This is what basic things you need to do according to what you said and what your goals are. But then he also gave us few exercises that was mostly all the males were performing those exercises. I see all the guys were performing, we are doing the same exercise as well. And that time it was something very new to us. So we thought we shouldn't do this exercise because I'm not comfortable doing it. Look, what if we become bulky and what we become like a man, and then you don't want to have that kind of shape, right? I was like, yes, I don't want to. So we avoid doing those exercises, and then we stick with what we learned and what we think that is best for us.
Cardio exercise.
Exactly. So we started going back to cardio. So back then my goal was not sure what I want to do there and why I am there. I just she was there, so I was there, and so we were just doing all this cardio, and that's how I got introduced to the gym life.
So when did you make the decision to work in fitness industry?
So it all happened when I came to New Zealand in 2016. I completed my Bachelor of Commerce, and then I decided to look for a job, like corporate job or whatever job I can possibly find at that time. And meanwhile I was looking for a job, but then one day I was sitting, and then everything started, day-to-day life, busy life, you working multiple jobs, you're working so many hours. And at that time when I was working really hard, I just realized that, there's something missing. that time I realized that, okay, I am actually missing going to the gym. So yeah, so I decided, yes, let's go. So now the question was, because this time my friend asked me, so now the thing was that this time I have to go by myself. I have to get the membership by myself, and it was actually very the hard thing. And I still don't know, I don't know why it's so hard, but it was really hard for me to go and get the membership. So I went there. I was standing outside the Jet St. Luke's, and I stood there for 5 minutes, and I didn't go inside.
Wow.
I was like, I don't know whether I want to go, and especially when I saw outside, there was like a lot of male training, a lot of guys are training, so I think that's I, as a female, I always feel if something is very male dominating, I just lose my confidence. I don't know why, but then I think that was the reason, because there was a lot of men, like big men, are going and working out and training. Really, I was like, this is not the place for me. Okay, let me find some other gym. And then I finally joined this gym, which is a configured gym, and that is like girls gym basically. So yeah, finally I got the membership, and I started doing my fitness thing as I was doing. And then what happened one day, that this gym, configured gym, has to shut down for some reason. Now I don't have any other option. Finally, I got the membership at Jet St. Luke's, and I started my fitness journey there. And then I realized this point when I went and started training at Jet's, or I started training at this gym. I realized that people stare at me. There are few people who told me like, hey, you are good, you are doing great, keep it up. Or then there are people who like try to talk to you and then give you advice. It's like, what are you doing? I know here much better than you. So this sort of stuff also happened that time. But then the best thing happened during when I was training in the gym, that the club manager there, the manager there, he actually asked me one day that, are you a PT, are you a personal trainer? I was like, no, I'm not a personal trainer. And do I look like one? And he's like, absolutely, you look like one. That's why I asked you. We are looking for a female personal trainer. If you are one, then please do apply. We would like to have you in the team. And that time, so I was like, no, but I don't know whether I want to be in the fitness industry. I have something else in my head now. I don't know. It's like, but he's like, yeah, if you get the qualification, you might can apply and have the opportunity, because I think you have the potential to be the personal trainer or be in the fitness industry, because it seems like you have a lot of knowledge. And I went home, and then I started thinking that, is this something that I love? Is this something that I'm passionate about? And I was like, yes. Is this something that I love? Yes. Do you think you do the study, you do the research, and you have skill? I was like, yes, I do have it. Then why not to pursue this as a career? Exactly. And I went, and he guided me actually throughout this journey. That whatever question I had that time, how I can study, where I can study, what opportunity I will get, he guided me a lot of things, and that's how I started and got my qualification from AUT. I did my level 5 there, and I got the personal training certification done, and that's how I get into the fitness.
That's an interesting story, Nita.
Yeah, this is a long story.
No, totally worth it. Okay, so can we talk about qualifications now again? Like, what are the qualifications needed when you want to start your career in fitness industry?
You have to at least get a level 3 qualification in health and fitness industry. Okay. And if you want to be as a personal trainer or start something as your own, then level 5 in the fitness industry. Okay. So either you can get that from AUT, or you can also, there is NZIF, that's where you can study and get your qualification level 3, level 4, level 5.
So Nita, what would be your advice for someone who wants to start his or her fitness career today?
They have to be passionate enough, and they have to have knowledge, because you are going to change someone's life. So yeah, so they have to have the qualification at least level 3 or level 5, and there is always a new information coming out, so you have to keep yourself updated with all the new health and fitness articles that are coming out. So yeah, you have to be passionate enough, get the qualification, and surround yourself with the people who are already in the fitness industry, who can guide you through. Like I got a lot of information from my colleagues and my people, and as I said, the manager in the gym. So I surrounded myself with the people who already is in the fitness industry, and that's I think that's what you have to do to at least get started.
So as you are a personal trainer and a club manager, so I want you to give some fitness tips to our viewers now. What would be your advice for someone who is not able to cook healthy food and someone who is not able to motivate himself or herself to go to the gym regularly?
So that's the first thing that they have to change. They have to cook their own food if they really want to take this seriously. They have to know their own food, what they are eating, what they are cooking, because I would always suggest people to stay away from all the packet food. Make your own food, and especially being in other countries like we are in New Zealand, so for us it's have a good opportunity to cook their own food, because if someone is cooking for you, you don't know, you just end up eating what they have give you. So it could be more carbs, it could be very less, like we Indian, we eat roti, dal, chawal, rice. So if you see our Indian meal, they are more like high in carbs and low in protein and vegetables, because we eat more roti and less sabji, we eat more rice and less dal, but should be opposite. We should be eating a lot of dal, lot of sabji, and very less of rice or roti. So this kind of basic changes that we can do it if you make our own food at home. That's what something they need to change, and they have to look after when they eat something.
So can you give an example, like what do you eat in a whole day?
I eat very simple, and that's what I would advise people to. You should only eat what you know. Like people like look this fancy meals online, they look of this keto diet online, and there lot of other diets they look into it, but you don't even know what it is, then you'll do the research, and then they end up ordering pizza or takeaways, because it took a lot of time and effort already. It took a lot of time and effort already to do the research, and then they was like, okay, I'm done, I'm just gonna. Instead of doing all this and making so complicated, just choose a meal, see what you are eating and where you can change in your own plate. And that's what they need to change in the first place.
And how can we keep ourselves motivated to go to the gym regularly?
This is something that you have to tell your own self. You have to see what is your goal. Is something that is something is very important to you. If it's yes, then you have to make a specific time. This is what I used to do. I used to make a specific time. That is the only time that I have to go to the gym.
Alright.
कि एक स्पेसिफिक टाइम मैंने सेट कर लिया है अपने लिए, जो अगर मैं 5 o'clock को मुझे जाना है तो 5 बजे मुझे चल ही जाना है. एंड दिस इज समथिंग दैट आई हैव टू डू रेस्ट ऑफ माई लाइफ. कि ऐसा नहीं कि आज चले गए, अभी मेरा गोल सिर्फ 3 month का ही है कि मुझे थोड़ा सा वेट लूज हो जाए, उसके बाद देखा जाएगा. नहीं, दिस इज समथिंग मेरे लिए बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. मैं इसको लाइफ स्टाइल की तरह करना चाहता हूँ या करना चाहती हूँ. तो इसी वजह से मुझे अपना स्पेसिफिक टाइम, यानी कि 5 या फिर जितना भी जो भी आपके पास टाइम हो, बस प्लान करो और चले जाओ. एंड मोस्ट ऑफ द पीपल who are not motivated because they don't have a proper plan. They don't know what to go, what to do in the gym. So they go in the gym, they wait by the machine, and they like will do this and that, and they lose their motivation because they don't know.
Because it gets boring.
It's get boring. You don't know the workout. You don't know there are millions of variations of the workout that can make your workout fun and and happening, instead of just doing one leg pull down every single day. I think that is somewhere people are then started feeling lazy and demotivated because they basically don't know what to do in the gym.
So what would be advice for someone who has gained a lot of weight during the lockdown? Talking about myself. and how can I start my own transformation?
Yeah, so you have to sit down and make a plan that what you've been doing during this lockdown, and what habit, like eating habit, have you made? Like you probably, let's say you've been in the lockdown for 2 weeks, so now you have practiced yourself eating that way for 2 weeks, which is now become your habit. So to break that habit, you have to note every single thing that you've been eating every day, at least for 2 weeks. Now you have the, you have the thing in front of you now, that will give you a guideline to start with. Okay, so now I am eating pizza 3 times in a week. Now I am eating fries 3 times in a week, or something that are excessive in your diet plan. Cut that off. Instead of making a big change and getting a fancy meal plan, you don't need to do that. You just had to avoid all these things because you know what you are eating. Right. So if you avoid and make a small step, that will help you.
So I mean, slowly make a change in your...
slowly make a change, because now you have made yourself, you have practiced this for 2 weeks to eat in this way, whatever you eating right now, and gained weight. So now you have to practice again for the 2 weeks to get it right back on track. Yeah.
That's a good way to start.
Yeah, so that is a good way to lose a few pounds if you want to, and definitely exercise also play a big role.
According to your experience, what are some struggles that stop people achieve results?
Consistency. They always find excuse not going to the gym. Oh, बारिश हो रही है, छोड़ो यार, कौन जाएगा? So they always have this excuse in their head. Gym कैसे ना जा सके? जैसे हम प्लान करते हैं कि हम जिम कैसे जा सके, वो प्लान करते हैं हम कैसे ना जा सके जिम. तो वो वहाँ उन्हें चेंजेस लाने हैं. वही, और एज आई सेड कि उनके पास प्लान नहीं होता है, तो दैट्स वेयर दे स्ट्रगल अपना अचीव करने के लिए. तो दे हैव टू हैव अ गुड प्लान, दे हैव टू हैव अ स्ट्रक्चर फॉर, मुझे 6 वीक्स के लिए ये करना है, मुझे 4 वीक्स के लिए ये करना है, मेरे पास प्लान है. तो दैट विल हेल्प यू अचीव योर गोल्स.
So before we started rolling the camera, you told me that many of your clients are struggling with PCOS and PCOD problem. So what is it, and tell us how we can overcome it.
So both the PCOD and PCOS right now has become really common among the females, and 1 out of 10 has this PCOD or PCOS.
Wow.
So PCOD and PCOS is hormonal imbalance issue, where a lot of females are getting male hormones than the normal level. So when they go and see the doctor and they find out they have either PCOD and PCOS, one is a disorder and one is a syndrome, doctor will ask them to start adapting a fitness lifestyle, or go to the gym, start eating healthy, and do exercise regularly. So that's when they find out and they come to me. Definitely we have to make a plan for them, which help them boost their metabolic rate, because that's where they are struggling, and eventually this will change their eating habits, eating more clean, because they have to avoid carbs as well. So we have to make sure they are eating right, and have a proper plan that will help them build their metabolic boost, and also and start adapting the fitness lifestyle. Right. Because when they have PCOS, PCOD, they put on a lot of weight as well. And they also put on a lot of weight on their abdominal area, which also affect their reproductive system, because they have a lot of weight, extra weight hanging on their waistline. So that's what they all need to target if they want to overcome and take it as a long-term cure.
Okay, I saw on your Instagram that one of your posts where you talked about depression. So tell us more about it. What was that, and how did you? And you have written in that post that you have used fitness as a tool to overcome depression. So explain to us.
Yeah, so many people don't know. In 2012, I was here. I was in New Zealand, and I went back again into the end of the 2013. So even back then, I don't know what was a big reason that I went to in that phase. I still don't know what was a big reason, but what I can think of, if I see my lifestyle back then, it was very hard I mean, I was actually putting a lot of pressure on myself in terms of working really hard, like working 16 hours or more sometime. Eating habits, my eating habits were like worse. I used to eat at least 4 or 5 pies a day. You can't imagine. Yeah. I was 75 kg.
Wow.
And it was something that I didn't realize, but my body did. So when I was sitting just like this one day, watching TV, eating, binge eating and watching TV, and suddenly something like happened, just like something went from my head to my toe, and I just like felt, okay, what was that? And so what I can think of that time, that my body was very tired and was not strong, and I didn't know what happened that time. It's like something went there, and I started feeling more anxious and worried. After that, it was like, oh, something is wrong with me. And the more and more I think, and more I put pressure on myself, finding out what is happening with me, it got worse and worse and worse. And when I started seeing the doctor, it became more worse, because now they told me that you have depression. And the first time, and especially in the young age, you find out that you have depression is a big thing, because you don't know the word depression. And it's very hard when you tell your parents and your family, because they are not able to understand it. They think something happened to us. Like in India, they were like, okay, maybe my daughter got something, or maybe किसी ने नज़र लगा दी है, यहाँ पर आ जाओ, टेंपल ले जाते हैं, ये कर लेते हैं, वो कर लेते हैं, वो धागा बांध देते हैं. तो they did all the things. और जब मैं when I started here, जब मैंने यहाँ पर डॉक्टर को बताना शुरू किया कि this is what is happening with me, तो उन्हें बता दिया कि हाँ, डिप्रेशन है, कोई नहीं, फैमिली के साथ रहो, हैप्पी रहो, ये रहो. लेकिन मुझे पता नहीं था कि मैं खुश हूँ. मुझे ऐसा कोई वो लग ही नहीं रहा था कि मैं किसी चीज़ से बॉदर्ड हूँ, या मुझे कुछ चीज़ वरी कर रही है, दैट्स वाई मैं ऐसे फील कर रही हूँ. ऐसा कोई पर्टिकुलर रीज़न था ही नहीं. तो फीलिंग में इट्स वेरी वियर्ड फीलिंग. आई मीन, आई एम नॉट प्रेजेंट. फिर वो दुनिया के कितने भी लोग मेरे सामने हो, आई एम नॉट विथ यू. आई एम जस्ट लाइक इन दिस, एक जोन है, वर्ल्ड है, मेरा खुद का थॉट प्रोसेस है जो स्टॉप ही नहीं होता है. आई वॉन्टेड टू स्टॉप इट, आई वॉन्ट टू कम बैक, कि तुम्हारे बातों में इंटरेस्ट. आई एम लाइक नम, like I'm numb, totally numb. I don't feel anything, and there is always constant thought that you can't stop it at all. और मैंने कोई रिसर्च में ऐसे भी देखा था कि लोगों ने 5 साल तक या 10 साल तक they haven't overcome depression. So वो सारी चीज़ें रिसर्च करके, स्टडी करके और भी ज़्यादा वर्स हो रही थी मेरे लिए. और उसके बाद फिर मैंने डिसाइड किया कि नहीं, I have to be with my family. और वो डिसीज़न टफ था उस टाइम पे, बिकॉज मैं अच्छा कमा रही थी, अच्छी जॉब थी मेरी, एवरीथिंग वाज वर्किंग फाइन. कोई बिग रीज़न नहीं था मेरे लिए ऐसा कुछ, बट इससे बड़ा रीज़न क्या हो सकता है व्हेन यू आर नॉट मेंटली फिट. तो फिर बाद में मैंने डिसाइड किया और मैं फिर इंडिया चली गई, और फिर वहाँ मैंने अपने फैमिली के साथ रहना शुरू किया. उसके बाद आई स्टार्टेड फीलिंग ओके. बट ना, अब ये क्वेश्चन ये है कि जब अब मैं फैमिली के साथ हूँ तो मैं खुश हूँ, मैं अपना माइंड डाइवर्ट कर सकती हूँ, ये कर सकती हूँ, लेकिन एंड ऑफ द डे तुम्हें अकेले होना है. कभी ना कभी अकेले होना है. या तो तुम अपने वर्क प्लेस पे अकेले हो, या तो तुम ट्रेन स्टेशन में अकेले हो, या तो अपने रूम में अकेले हो. अब उस ड्यूरेशन में तुम क्या करोगे? जबकि सब साथ है तो तुम सोच सकते हो, लेकिन अब जब तुम अकेले हो तो तुम क्या करोगे? यू विल गो बैक टू दैट थॉट, यू विल बैक टू ऑल दोस नेगेटिव थॉट्स, योर दिस नेगेटिव वट एवर फीलिंग्स, जो तुम्हारे मल्टीपल फीलिंग्स जो तुम्हारे सामने हो रही है. तो उसके बाद फिर मुझे रियलाइज़ हुआ, तो जब मैंने अपनी फ्रेंड के साथ जिम ज्वाइन किया था, तब मेरा रीज़न एक्चुअली ये था कि आई स्टार्टेड फीलिंग गुड, कि मैंने थोड़ा सा न्यू कुछ एक्सप्लोर किया. जब मैंने स्टार्टिंग में तो नहीं लिया था, लेकिन तब मैं जिम में, तो फिर उसके बाद वापस न्यूजीलैंड आने के बाद मुझे लगा कि दिस इज़ समथिंग वाज मिसिंग, आई हैव टू स्टार्ट अगेन. बिफोर आई फील अगेन ऐसा कुछ फील होना शुरू करूँ, तो मैं करूँ। तो आई थिंक यस, कहीं ना कहीं हम आई थिंक ये सारी लड़कियों के साथ होता है, हम थोड़ी सेंसिटिव होती है, इमोशनल ज़्यादा होती है, हम हम सोचती भी ज़्यादा है, हम गर्ल्स बहुत ज़्यादा सोचते हैं। तो हमें इट्स वेरी इम्पोर्टेंट हमारे लिए कि हम अपने आप को स्ट्रॉन्ग रखें और हमेशा प्रैक्टिस करें मेडिटेशन और समथिंग लाइक दैट, कि हम अपना माइंड थोड़ा सा काम रख सके। सो ऑल दिस फिटनेस एंड जो भी मैं आज कर रही हूँ, दैट प्लेड अ बिग रोल इन दिस। I am super confident, I am super happy, I am super fit, and on top of that I have become the best version of myself, or dusra that you can see.
Okay, you talk about meditation. So I know you practice meditation every day.
Yeah.
So how effective it is?
It's very effective. Meditation, I do a lot of breathing, which is deep breathing, जहाँ पे आप अपने डायग्राफ से breathe करते हो, और वो breathing it's very good for your growth, like your body growth. I mean your cells growth. You have 86 billion cells in human body that you need to nourish, you can say that. तो वो so meditation it's always help you balance your nervous system, और दूसरा के it helps you grow, and especially when we athlete, we train very intense workout, we do very intense workout, so we definitely need to bring our adrenaline level down and our stress hormone down, और meditation से ये सारे benefits होते हैं मुझे personally, so that's why the reason I'm meditating.
So as you are our social media influencer also, I want to ask you a few questions related to social media. So how did you gain so many followers? Give us some tips.
Lot of hard work. People just see that it's a one post, but it gets a lot of work behind that content, especially if you have full-time job, if you have a client, you do the plan online, and especially you have to shoot your own videos, you have to edit your own videos, you have to write the captions, you have to do the research studies, and after that you combine all of this and you put the content out there, and it's a lot of work, and you have to be consistent with what you are doing. You have to share the knowledge, the information out there, to people to relate to you and to follow back and like your work and what you're doing. So that's
consistency is the key. Like just like you go to the gym to maintain the body, and so when it comes to fitness, we all know the kind of content we see on Instagram, right? People feel the need to show up their body on Instagram to gain more followers. So was it difficult for you as an Indian girl?
Yes, it's very difficult for me being an fitness influencer on social media, especially because there are people who admire you, but there are few people who just troll you for what you are wearing, and you wear tight clothes and this and stuff. So we do get a lot of bad comments, or
do you get demotivated with that?
Sometimes I feel upset, but I don't care. Honestly, I don't care. This is my passion. This is what I love, and I have to get it done. And even my brother doesn't follow me on social media. So it's not that he is not supportive. He like what I am doing, but it's just because he is afraid that if other friends will see it, they might say like, "Okay, your sister is wearing this kind of clothes and that kind of clothes." I don't know why people are judging still female with their character with the clothes. They shouldn't be like that, but unfortunately वही सच्चाई है. लेकिन for me, I don't get bothered with this because I am too focused. I know what I want in my life, and if in terms of my body, if I'm fit, I have to show to people, so people get motivated with that. They want to get into the better shape. In fact, परफेक्ट, अगर वो फिट नहीं भी होते हैं या फिर अगर दे डोंट गेट इनटू दिस शेप, दे डोंट हैव टू बी इन द परफेक्ट शेप, लेकिन वो कहीं ना कहीं मोटिवेट होते हैं एटलीस्ट टू स्टार्ट.
I do get motivated.
हाँ, तो एटलीस्ट टू स्टार्ट they यार आई गॉट रियली इंस्पायर्ड विथ योर वर्कआउट वीडियोज, यू नो आई हैव टू स्टार्ट माई वर्कआउट फ्रॉम टुमारो, प्लीज गाइड me, please help me. And there are people who like always messages like, oh, you are wearing too tight, it's too whatsoever. So you get both the kind of people in your social media. You have to choose where you have to focus.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There will always be people
Always
like that
be
who are gonna
people
troll you for whatever you do, but I guess it's whatever you want to do, you should focus on that.
Yeah, exactly.
Cool.
So true.
Right. So my last question would be, what would be your one big advice for all the immigrants living all around the world?
So it's something that, you know, this is the time you have to take health seriously. No doctor, no psychiatrist, no psychologist, no nutrition, no fitness instructor, no personal trainer can help you if you're not helping yourself. So this is my big advice. You have to start.
Alright guys, thank you so much for watching this episode. We have some amazing interviews lined up, so make sure you have subscribed to our YouTube channel and liked our Facebook page. Also, if you're looking to make new friends or expand your network, then you should consider joining our Facebook group, Indian New Zealand Meetup. Thanks again, and I will see you in the next episode.